Well, we're back again. Episode 2. First one was ridiculous. Don't know how we get 400 people watching us to meatheads sitting actually just talking nonsense in a camera, but obviously appreciative. So
yeah,
thanks
the
again.
response is crazy.
Yeah, thanks for the nice messages and sharing it and whatever else he's done. I don't know how you sat and watched it with us for the full hour. But this week I can promise you it's better. It's going to be better.
I'm scared.
Better topics, funnier. Now we've got the pure cringe, awkward introducing ourselves. Now we're back and it's going to be good topics, and Emily's going to start off with the first one. So.
Okay, so I just want to say thanks for all the response that everyone gave. Like, it was so nice, and obviously we had said last week that we wanted
so excited
70 views or something. We were like, oh, we'll see if we get 70
max. I did 15 or 20 people to watch it max.
It was.
I'd have been all our different YouTube accounts.
We're sitting at 400 and something, which is absolutely mental.
And there wasn't a single dislike.
No.
It was just all pure positivity, which is class.
It was so nice, and all the we got so many individual comments as well.
Yeah.
It was so nice to know that people, because not big headed way, but we think we're funny, right?
Oh no, we are.
We think we're funny, but I don't think we thought we were that funny.
No.
And we didn't think folk would actually laugh with us more like that.
Actually hated it, fucking losers. No, we've actually had so many nice messages, especially people saying they can relate to it, and there's topics that they're kind of going through in their life as well. That it's good to hear other people in the same situation. So that's always a positive.
And people gave us so I put a wee thing on Instagram asking people as well. So I've got a few topics from that, and then a few people just asked us as well. What we asked what would you want to see, and people just answered. So I'll start with one. Okay, so the first one is obviously being in Scotland and the Central Belt, we have new COVID restrictions. What do you think of them?
It doesn't bother me, to be honest. I don't really go to the pub or go out much now anyway. It's not really my thing. I don't mind going out every so often, but it's not something I feel like I depend on or rely on to go out with my pals to have a drink. I mean, it's annoying that obviously 6 PM most places are shutting now.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's good that you can, at least we're not totally in lockdown, you can still go out and see your pals and stuff. Obviously maximum of 6, because if the 7th one comes along, then obviously you're all getting COVID somehow. That works.
And if they are you, to be fair.
yeah, okay.
But, I think I think we've split opinions on this because we work in different trades as well. So obviously I am the hospitality industry, and Jamie's not.
No.
So it means that my work now has closed for 2 weeks, which everyone must think, yay, that's exciting. No, I'm now a delivery driver.
She's a good driver.
If anyone knows my driving and the attraction my car has to the curb, it's going to be a great time.
Yeah.
So I think it's hard because obviously you can't socialise as much. But to be fair, we weren't actually really doing that.
Just imagine the food everywhere in your car.
It's a pakora sauce, I'm thinking.
It's the fish I'm worried about.
Nah, they said they're going to get me a bag though.
Doesn't matter.
I'm a bit concerned.
It's reeking.
It's
That is actual Tracy reeking.
I'm scared. Anyway, it'll be fine. I'm trying to stay positive this week about everything in my life.
Yeah. It's tough. It's been a week. It's been a fucking week.
Oh, it's been a week. You think that, right? It's only been a week.
And a lot's changed.
Yeah. Because this, to be fair, our last one went up on the Monday, filmed on the Sunday. It's not even really been a week yet.
It's not even
a lot's went on.
Yeah, a lot's happened.
A lot's went on.
It's been a week.
Yeah. So anyway, back to the COVID thing. I think, we weren't really going to pubs and that anyway.
No.
Much, just once in a blue moon. But so I don't think it really affects us that much. We're not really the pubby people.
No, I just think it's mental how after 6 o'clock you can get COVID, but if it's 5:58, don't worry about it, you're safe.
Yeah.
That blows my mind.
You're safe.
That blows my mind. I don't understand how it went from 12 o'clock to 10 o'clock to now 6 o'clock. Just close them. just close them. Keep them open or close them.
It's mad that everything else is just still normal.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Don't care. It could be a lot worse, so I'm not going to complain about it.
Yeah.
I mean, I get to still go to my job and do what I enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't really affect me too much, to be honest. So I feel bad for the people that obviously do enjoy that more often and going out with their pals, especially if they've been off work. That's kind of where they go to see their pals and stuff.
It's only 2 weeks, though, isn't it? Surely it won't be that bad.
It's better than another 3 or 4 months sitting in your room. So
I feel bad for the people, obviously, as well, in hospitality who have just got back into work.
Yeah.
And are now out again, but
sent back home.
It's quite good that you're now, and I know you don't really want 2 weeks off. It's a wee 2 weeks off. You can enjoy yourselves.
Watch this podcast.
Exactly.
Split it across the 2 weeks.
Plenty of time to enjoy yourself. I did that once, remember?
Ah, yeah.
It's quite fun.
To be fair, I watched this one. Well, our first one a few times. Actually, I'm not going to lie, I watched back our first one, I was buckled at a few things. Because
you actually don't remember what you say at all. Like, it literally goes within.
That's been 5 minutes already, and I feel I've been speaking like a minute.
Yeah.
And the next thing it'll be like 45 minutes an hour.
So that's what people are like, how is it so long? Like, how can you speak for so long? We could speak like
donkeys.
Oh.
Hours. Uploading the first one, we had to obviously edit 2 tiny bits, which was like 5 seconds each because we put a name in by accident. And I swear to God, must have started trying to fix it about 10 o'clock at night. And I got it done by midnight, and this was like 8 seconds worth of like videoing.
I actually saw tears in your eyes.
No, tried.
It was stress eating grenade bars.
It was a tough night.
And at 11:30 at night, he was throwing them back.
Yeah, it was all worth it. But at midnight, I started uploading YouTube video, and I thought that would be done in like an hour. 11 o'clock the next morning, it finally uploaded. That was Jesus. Yeah, so we're recording it on a Friday. Now,
I don't know how you actual YouTubers do this. Like,
YouTubers, as if anyone's going to be watching this.
No, I mean like people that watch YouTubers, and then it's like, they just like randomly upload videos. Yeah. Like, who can
it's
actually
like every day,
fuck doing that?
No chance. I needed a week off to recover for that stressful night.
It actually took us longer to do that. Like, I think we thought, it'll be easy. We'll just throw a video up.
20 minutes or something. Yeah.
Nah, it wasn't funny.
It was funny, but it was a fucking laugh. Try to upload it. I gave you a right good laugh. But anyway.
Give me a sore head, mate.
Okay, do you want to ask another question? Where you go?
You go first.
I'll keep it kind of light just now. Okay, so someone that I put out on my Instagram as well, someone like obviously asking for questions, and I've had someone ask about like experiences with tattoos and piercings and stuff like that. What are your experiences? Obviously you're tattooed.
Okay, so yeah. I have the tiniest tattoo behind my ear. I won't try and show it because there's no point.
It's a smiley face.
I wonder who asked this. This is someone I know.
No, you don't.
No. I've got my nose pierced. I've got 2 piercings here and 1 piercing up here, and I recently got my nipple pierced.
I wasn't sure if you were going to say that.
I wasn't going to, because I was like, my mum's going to watch this. Or my wee cousin or something. Yeah, so I recently got that done. It wasn't actually that bad. It's just awkward and uncomfortable. The first bit's agony, but apart from that, it's fine.
Was this the tattoo? The nipple piercing?
It's the tattoo, mate.
Well, I've
got loads of tattoos?
No, I don't.
They're big though.
Well, I've got 2 tattoos in my arm. Obviously, you can't see them now, but I got my first one when I was for my 18th birthday, so that was like feels like about 100 years ago. It was like 3 or 4 years ago, and then so that one's the outside of my arm, which wasn't too bad. Like that part, that was the first tattoo I got, and it literally takes me from like my elbow to top of my shoulder. So it's one of the ones, if that was too sore, I fucked it, because I'm in it now. I'm in deep. Like, I'm going to sit there for the full time and get this tattoo, but it wasn't too bad. And I thought, 3 years later, I decided to get another one. So I got the inside of my arm done. Fuck me, that was horrendous. I was a bitch boy getting that done. Like, I thought, I've got quite a high pain tolerance. Well, I thought I did. And I sat there and I thought, it'll be like 5-6 hours, not too bad. The first hour was like, it's sore but it's doable. Everything afterwards, I actually felt tears develop in my eyes, and they were just sitting there, like, it was brutal. And then the way the tattoo artist was wiping it, it was like a dry wipe, so it wasn't like wet, so it was literally like sandpaper down my arm, and it was like red raw. I mean, apparently it helps like keep it looking better for longer, which is fine, obviously I'd rather that, but the pain, I actually felt like crying.
How long was it? Like, how long did it take?
Well, I was in the actual studio for like 7.5-8 hours, but the tattoo tattoo was like 6.5, but the last half an hour, gone, no chance, never. If that was my first tattoo, you'd never catch me in a tattoo shop again, never. Brutal.
So yeah, that's where I wanted mine, but you've totally...
No, it's fine, it wasn't even so. Get it done.
No,
never. Get a big one as well, they're the best. And nice, loads of colour and all that.
So what's your experience with piercings? You used to...
Yeah, I used to have my ears pierced, but I mean, yeah, I don't have them in anymore. Must have stopped wearing them, like...
You should get them, you can actually see it.
First I send you, yeah.
You should get it, why are you not putting them back
in? I'm going to get the hoops. Gangster hoops. No, I don't have them.
I actually wear my normal one.
Wouldn't say I'd suit them. and it's not really my thing anymore. I'm over that
Get your
stage.
nipple pierced.
Yeah. Get two of my nipples pierced. Get the hoops in them.
Get the hoops.
No, but that's the only tattoos I've had, and obviously I don't have any other piercings. And I've had my ears pierced, but that's just like a quick pain for like settings and that shit, so it's not that bad.
I actually like the feeling, like the pain of piercings. Is that weird?
Interesting.
I'd say my sorest one was probably my nose, because you like hear it crunch when you get it done. You just get it.
Don't ever say that again.
Nah, you do, because it's like right in your face.
How?
Because it's like thick cartilage.
That's manky. That's like when you bite a bit of chicken and it's like the...
Why would you describe it?
I don't know.
Yeah, a bit of chicken. No, it is minging. I'd say that was the sorest one. Or like I got hair done once and it like ballooned.
You've just got weird body parts. Mine's was just in out like my ear.
Nah, I got like that
yours
bit.
Turned into fucking balloons and all
it
that.
was huge. And then...
yeah,
I get with the chicken.
You get chicken nose.
Chicken nose. Aye, well, we've not got, like, it's like thin cartilage on your actual lobe.
Yeah.
That's piercings for, like, pussies, like yourself.
Fair enough. Well, I've got a tattoo. Could help you.
I've got one as well.
Yeah, nice. Show them it. Show them it if it actually goes on the camera.
You can actually see it.
Yeah, that size.
Can you see it?
No, I don't think so. You're at it. Well, okay, what's your next question?
Okay, I think we kind of answered this last time, but I'm also going to say it. This week in the gym I discovered I've got a new motivational song. This question is, what was the song or songs that helped you through lockdown? Okay. And mine is like, if like you have like a... Because I always think when you're in the gym or when you're somewhere like a walk or something, the guilty pleasure, like the cringy ones come out. I mean, apart from Dynamite, obviously we covered
that
that
cringe.
last week. That is cringe, mate.
So what's my lockdown
like, what was
songs?
your lockdown song?
I don't know if I had one. I had like a playlist that's called COVID. That's just every song for like March to now.
It's called COVID.
I still add music to it, but it's my playlist is a mess. It's literally everything, but I feel like Machine Gun Kelly, it's like a lot of him, because he like released a lot of like YouTube songs.
Yeah, they were good actually.
Yeah.
Big fan.
A lot of them. I don't really know. I feel like because you spend so much time like because you spend a lot of time in lockdown, like what was it, like 8 months or something? What was it? 8 months?
It was like 6 months and I don't know.
It wasn't 8 months. That's what that's like fucking March to December. What are you talking about? I was bad at maths. I think it was like 4 or 5.
So like that's a lot of songs that come out in 4 or 5 months.
But I mean, a lot of people couldn't make music then, but
that's true.
Because they're in, funnily enough, lockdown.
I'd say the same thing, Matt. Like we like quite a lot of the same music.
Yeah, we do.
So I'd say that the Machine Gun Kelly stuff that you put on YouTube, I'd say the same. And then my new gym song that I discovered this week.
Which is what?
It's not a new song. Anaconda, Nicki Minaj. I am obsessed with that. See how you liked it, Anaconda?
For fuck's sake. Jesus.
Or that.
Oh no, wait, what's your
Girls
what's
in
the
the
other
Hood
song?
or something?
No, what's your Pop Smoke song?
What, Dior?
No.
Oh, Mood Swings! I love Mood
Fuck
Swings.
me, man.
See, when I'm drunk, I love Mood Swings.
Yeah. Yeah, so do you and your pal. Absolute love it.
It's just the way he says stuff. It's so funny.
He's got a very distinct voice.
The minute I like, if you're out and then you get picked up and you're just drunk and you just want the good tunes on. I think we played that at least
but
8
Pop
times.
Smoke comes on. Repeat.
Oh, Dior as well.
Yeah. I know, I feel like it's annoying. Like, I don't know if anyone else feels the same, but obviously there's been a lot of like decent music that has come out over like the last during lockdown. So ones you wish you could hear it in like a club or when you're out or whatever. But it's good that obviously music gives you COVID when you're out, so you don't get that. No. And clubs aren't open.
So you have to drink and eat in silence. It's really fun.
You can't speak and just
hear that sound of people chewing.
That's horrible. That's the worst thing. That is the worst. People that eat with their mouth on, jail time. Criminal. Just close your mouth. It's actually not hard. Do you know what that reminds me of as well? For some reason, see people in the gym that grunt and scream at that. Fuck off. Actually, get to fuck. Actually scream like, yeah, fuck off. There's actually no need for it at all.
That's one of the like, my willy's bigger than your willy.
No, that's that. I'm a fucking prick. That's what it is. I'm a prick. If you're screaming more than that in the gym, shut up. Actually, go away. Just go breathe. Just deal with it. It's no hard. It's actually not. It's the worst. And see as well, people that leave plates. banned.
We're getting to the point, just stuff that pisses you off this week. Is that what it is?
That's not to be music. Yeah. Well, yeah, people...
See, while we're on this, right, do you know what pisses me off?
Yeah, what?
People that feed pigeons, mate. It's such a random
I'm trying to think where that's actually came from.
Nah, it came from my brain.
That's when people screaming and grunting who feeds pigeons.
Nah, I hate fucking people that eat pigeons.
That's crazy.
It's mad.
Why? Who feeds pigeons?
Just
is that?
people that feed pigeons. You know when you're out and about,
because you don't like birds and stuff.
I fucking hate birds. I hate them.
That's like the big swan things that fly about at like Strathclyde Park and all that.
Told you that. Not a fan.
They're brave as well.
Anyway, I started with music, ended up with people grunting and pigeons.
Yours. Okay.
Yeah.
Back to my... What?
I just forget, like, we do these so that he'll have a list, I'll have a list, and we actually don't know.
We don't, we get our questions, we don't know what we're going to ask each other. Like, people ask me questions of things that I made, she doesn't know, and vice versa. Like, I don't know what she's going to ask
me. I actually see the suspense is like half of it. Like, he's been like, I've got some mad questions, and I'm like, oh my god, like...
That's funny. It's just so funny. So half of them aren't even that good. It's just I love she's shitting herself in case they're a bit her. Okay, well this one we kind of touched on this last week as well, and it's like the effect of a male and female friendship on other people's friendships, relationships and stuff like that. Like, and this was a question from someone. This was a question from someone that's had a kind of like experience with it, and it was no one that we really know, like not from here. So.
Okay. So say like me and you were friends. We're friends. We are friends.
Oh, by the way, Jesus, see how many people that still ask the question and you know. And
we mentioned it like 8 times
minimum
in the podcast. Like.
So yeah. Funny.
Anyway, it's fine.
So on you go.
We're not going to say it again, but you know the script. So say. Obviously we're friends, say is this the kind of thing we're talking about, say I get a boyfriend, is it the impact you being my friend has on my relationship?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Or, well...
Vice versa.
That or, like, say, Little Tom.
Okay.
Little Tom for cool size, right? He's got a relationship but you're pals with him. And the girlfriend doesn't like it.
Alright, okay.
So, like, have you ever
experienced that?
Yeah, or the other way. Like, if you were in a relationship.
Okay. I mean, that would be a long shot. You know how Tinder Gold was purchased in the last one? It was unsubscribed. Deleted.
In the space of 5 days.
5 days.
5 days. It's been a tough week.
The vote's fucked, to be honest.
No, the whole thing's
fucked. Shagged.
Whole thing's fucked.
Good enough.
Monday to Friday, myth. Gone. Fuck that. It's been a myth. It's actually gone.
Monday to Friday has been a myth.
Yeah, I think Wednesday, one of the worst days of my life. Up there with one of the worst days of my life.
Yesterday was a bad day as well for me.
What is it, Thursday?
Turned up to my PT session in tears.
Yeah, she actually did. I had a PT session with her yesterday and actually turned up to the gym with tears streaming down her face. I had other people actually do the same later on that night.
Did you?
Yeah, more tears.
I was like, do I look okay? I mean, you don't look happy.
You don't look happy.
Anyway, so back to this topic. I do think it's a hard one because I think a lot of... I think a lot of... I can't speak from experience because I personally don't have a boyfriend, never have had one. But I've had situations and like I've seen people and they don't like when girls are friends with boys because they see boys as a threat. I think other boys do.
Yeah.
It's hard though because I think it just depends on the person. Like,
I think it depends. Could be a long shot, but I feel like if, say, me and you're pals and I get in a relationship and then the girl really doesn't like it, I think it's a lot to do with insecurity as well because they feel, or they don't trust issues, which could be from the past, like previous relationships or whatever. Like, if it's hard. Like, it is hard. It's a hard topic. Like,
it is.
But I just don't know. I just think you have to trust them, and obviously if you give them the chance to still be pals with that person or whatever, which obviously it's not your decision, like they can be pals with them if they want, and then if they make a mistake or whatever and they do get with a pal, then that's obviously not good on you, like it's unfair, but they've done it, so that gives you every reason to kind of leave it. But you can't, like, if you've had one bad experience with that, you can't treat every other relationship you've had the same. Like, it's just not fair, because guys and girls can get along better than some guys and guys can, or females and females can.
Yeah.
So
I think it's hard as well because like what you said, like you might get that from other relationships, like the way that you've been treated in the past can make the way you
act.
Yeah, I can't speak. The way you act now. But I think it's hard because as well, like I've been friends with people in the past that like sometimes like when my friends get girlfriends, I'm a bit like, oh, I kind of maybe act a bit different. But I don't know if it's just from a respect point of view. Like I feel like, oh, maybe I need to like lay off a wee bit because if that was my boyfriend, I'd want the person to do the same. But in reality, I wouldn't, because I would want like
they were your friends first. Yeah.
I would want my boyfriend to like, if my boyfriend had girl best friends, I'd be like, fair enough, because I'd want to still cut about with all yous.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Funniest guys alive.
I wouldn't want to act any different with my friends, so I wouldn't expect them to act any different with their friends, boy or girl.
Thing as well is, like, if you start speaking to this person and you know their best pals are very good pals with the opposite sex, you can't go and expect them to drop it all just for you. Like,
yeah,
that's just part of it. Like, if you're going into a relationship with them, that's not going to change, but it shouldn't change realistically. Like, you should just deal with it, and you could still be good pals with them as well. Like, you might get on good with them as well, which is obviously the best situation.
I think part of it in a way can also be that like when you start to see, not everyone's like this, but I know that I've like felt a wee bit like in the past, like when your friends start to get into relationships, it's maybe not a personal thing, but I think like sometimes people can be like, okay, why am I not getting in a relationship as well?
Yeah.
Like
yeah. Literally us too.
And it's like, oh, like not that like obviously we're all still like, I'm finding it really hard to like put myself across today, but I think like half of the time your friend might be like, oh, why are you acting different, or like, why are you insecure, etc. But I think sometimes it's a personal reason and it's not about you. It's not about that person. Do you know what I mean? Yeah,
just something.
Yeah.
To do with you. I know what you mean.
But I think as well with that whole situation, I do think it mainly most of the time lies with insecurity in the person. If they're thinking, why are you pals with them? Like, you're getting a bit too close. Like, why are you speaking to them? You said you were just pals. You obviously aren't.
Yeah. It's just,
well,
either insecurity or trust issues.
Yeah.
But I mean, it could be a million different reasons. I mean, I'm one to speak. I've never been in. Well, I've not really been in that situation before, to be fair. So. Yeah.
I've not either.
We just gave you all advice on it.
I've been in a relationship where, like, not a relationship, a situationship where he's like, someone's not really like my friends. But I think that was intimidation. Like, I also think that, I'm not saying that the main reason I struggle on nights out with boys.
You're a bit to blame us.
No. I'm not saying it's the main reason. I mean, I've got a lot of faults. There's a lot of things I need to change about myself. But I do think being pals with...
There's a lot that's good. Confidence.
I do think being pals with 4 tall, I'm going to say attractive boys, but I don't fancy them.
There we go, there's more questions.
But see if it was female as well, I'd say my pals are all very, very good looking, and I always have. I think it's hard to look approachable to boys.
I know if I was a girl and I seen... That sounds weird for me saying this, but if I was a girl and I seen a guy that was pretty good looking or whatever, or you could say the same with a girl, like if I seen a girl that I thought was pretty good looking and I seen her with like 5 big fucking hunks, you best believe.
Listen to him.
Best believe I'm not going to need it. Best believe I'm turning down. I'm going to.
Hunks. Yeah, no she's chance. Not worth it. That's what they say to me. They look at me and think, "Whoa, I'd love to go over there." No chance. But those big hunky boys are too much for me.
And then Jamie. And then the wee guy. That reminds me of that. Oh my god, should you tell me a story about bamboo?
I knew you were going to say that.
God, I get pissed on.
See, for the minute you said that there, you went big hunky boys and Jamie, you're thinking about the fact that you could not move.
No. And I will tell you a funny, not funny for me, but for everyone else. Oh man. Is
that not incriminating this story though?
How?
Fighting.
I wasn't fine. Well, we were out, we were in town, right, and it was me, what was I about to say names there? There's me and a few of my pals.
And myself.
Yeah, we're all pretty well on, we had quite a few drinks. There was this guy, I can't remember, like, how that way when you're dancing or whatever and people like bump into you and it's like the first few times it's fine, he's obviously just drunk or whatever.
Annoying.
But he kept doing it and it just kept getting worse and worse. So my pal kind of gave him a nudge back to like, hopefully let him know, like, stay away or whatever. And then I can't remember what order it happened in because I was so drunk.
He was doing this weird thing where he was like, you
and
outside.
obviously it is dark in like this bamboo
weird.
place, right? So it's like a club for anyone if they don't know.
Flashlight.
He had his flashlight
Like
on his phone. He was like, you outside? And I just don't fight people. Like, I'm such not an aggressive person.
He went like round all of us saying this, and obviously I was just dancing, minding my own business, like not really. And he turned to me and he was like, you outside. He starts pissing himself. Surely you're not talking to him, mate. And he was like, and obviously I was drunk, started getting a bit like, okay. And they were like, no, like, calm
This
down.
guy was unbelievably like, just shut up. He was just trying to go for all. It's like no reason why. He just obviously was on the brave juice. And it must have been like 15-20 minutes gone, we didn't hear from him, and I like had a wee plastic cup hit the back of my pal's head. And at this point again, this in my head this happened in a split second, and everyone else's it happened must have been like 5-10 minutes. And I seen the cup hit my pal's head, and I must have closed my eyes, and I opened them back up, and apparently my pals were fighting.
The whole of Bamboo had partied. My friends were all in the centre, and this one guy, one of them slipped, fell, got back up again, and continued to hit him.
Security guards had folded this guy over. He was getting pummeled like no joke. And in that time, I was just dancing with my eyes closed. None of my pals around me.
No.
This place had split, and I was dancing myself like an absolute
So they're
idiot.
getting like huckled out. I'm now in charge of find Jamie.
Oh, yeah.
Why did I get babysitting Jamie? They were like, find Jamie. I turned round, he's like, what? What's happened? Dark puts in his hand like this. What's happened? What?
No,
and I was
so
like,
funny.
are you kidding?
You're like, hurry up when you go over like chugged out. Like, everyone's upstairs. I was like, what happened? I literally closed my eyes, opened them, and no one's there. So I remember I had like a drink in my hand. I was like, does anyone want my drink? I need to leave now.
Literally
Obviously no one
to
took
the
it.
full of Bamboo.
I literally turned round and everyone just parted ways. I was like, what's happened?
Does anybody? I went over to him. Does anyone want my drink? Do you want my drink? I was like, Jamie, we have to go. Everyone's outside. Okay, let's just go.
I like how I sound that. I like how I sound that. That is mad.
Yeah, he's still getting like literally restrained in the corner. We walk past him. He's like, alright.
Oh, it's so funny. But then we get up to the top. This is the funny part for everyone else. So we're standing. The security guard was taking our names and stuff like that. Like what happened? Getting our situation. Obviously in my head, don't know. I was just standing listening. And I was like, it's raining. I was actually underground pretty much. I was like, how is it raining? I was like, is it raining?
Some cunt's spitting on me. Somebody's spitting on me. And I was like, what? And I went like, out his jacket, and I was like, your jacket's soaking. We dived. This guy
actually was pissing on my shoulder. Like,
had his bit out.
To get downstairs, you need to go down, look, the wee set of stairs, and you go down another set of stairs. I was like in the middle, and there's like wee banisters just above the stairs. This guy actually had his wee man out.
Whoa, there's a wee thing and like in the middle of the middle of the railing, and your top was actual like
it was bouncing off it.
Golden showers, mate, all over the back of you.
Yeah,
You had been done.
I get pissed on. I was the only one that wasn't fighting. I had the good karma. Apparently karma doesn't exist. I'll tell you off for free now.
I'll tell you that
for free. Karma doesn't exist. I was getting pissed on. I took the guy alright and everything my way out, and he was getting battered. So
it was hilarious. Then we walked to Glasgow for what, like an hour or something?
I think I must have got about 40,000 steps that night.
It was crazy.
It was a good night.
But he did say, the security guard was like, oh, you didn't do anything wrong, you can go back inside if you want.
What an idiot.
I was like, he can't go back inside, he's stinking piss.
Could I took my jacket off? I went down to the toilet and get that guy to give me some aftershave. No, it was a funny night.
Where did that even start from? The girls and boys
hunks, the relationships and stuff.
I feel like we actually just waffled that topic so much as well. Like, I actually think that we actually struggled to put my point across there. But yeah, what was the question?
Who cares? Next
Effects
one.
of yeah, I think it's hard, but I think if you actually want to be friends with them and you appreciate and know your friendship is what it's worth, then stick by it.
Yeah,
and just explain. Surely at some point your partner will start to realise that you wouldn't expect them to do that to their friends.
And then don't not trust them until they give you a reason not to trust them. They just trust them. If anything goes wrong, then that was quite wise. Yeah, can I say?
I feel like he's
I'm
been
the
thinking
wisest
about that
guy.
all week.
No, I was on the spot. I'm on the spot kind of guy. Speaking about on the spot. Next question.
Okay. Oh
God, I don't like that action.
Okay.
Oh.
Do you think you've ever been in love?
Nah. Don't think I have. Nah. I think at the time when you're in a relationship, you think, yeah, absolutely, definitely.
But how do you know what it is?
Don't. But I just
It's
don't think I
mad.
have. Yeah.
I don't think I know what it is either. No, I don't think I've ever been in
I
love.
think it's like, especially, I think either your first kind of love, whatever you want to call it, is like in your head you're like, no, this is like, I don't know, like you think you're in love, but then I think after you, I mean, unless people are still in their first love relationship, they might be.
Mm-hmm.
I know some people that are, but for me it wasn't. And then you kind of realise like weeks, months down the line or whatever that, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I mean, I might have, but personally I don't think I have.
Yeah. That's like me. I don't actually think, well, me and my friends actually have quite a debate on this one. I actually don't think I've ever been in love. I think I was in lust. I think it's a very different thing.
What is that again? Explain.
Like, I think it's when you're like infatuated by someone, like,
Yeah.
but you don't actually love them.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I actually loved the person, but I think I was like totally mesmerised and like obsessed, but I wasn't actually like in love.
Yeah.
But I don't actually think I know what it is anyway. Just thought it was a fun topic.
Nah. That's a fun topic. That was a quick 1 minute.
Yeah, I can't remember what made me think of it the other day. You ever watched Matthew Hussey?
Yeah.
On
Is that the guy on
YouTube?
YouTube?
Yeah, I love him.
I think I've seen his.
He's quite good.
I can't remember
Handsome
anything he
man.
spoke about, but yeah.
It's all about like relationships and all that.
guy
But
knows
it's
his
kind of
stuff.
bullshit, isn't it? He used to go out with did he?
Who?
I'm talking shit, mate. He used to go out with Camilla Cabello, did he not?
I don't know if I'm thinking about the same guy as you. I think
No.
about Shawn
No,
Mendes, mate.
I love Shawn
Okay, the video
Mendes.
cut off, ran out of memory, typical. We can't even remember what we were talking
No.
about.
Shawn Mendes.
Yeah, Shawn Mendes, load of rubbish. Okay, do you want me to ask another one?
Mm-hmm.
So how do you feel about, if say you're speaking to someone, right,
Mm-hmm.
honesty, communication, and like people playing hard to get and stuff, and this was requested by someone?
Well, we discussed this, and I can't be arsed playing games.
Yeah.
This whole like,
I feel kind of a bit out.
I understand the whole hard to get thing because you want to make yourself look desirable. You want to be like,
Yeah, but I don't think it does. Like,
it doesn't do anything.
it just pisses me off. I'm not going to lie.
Pisses me off as well.
See, it does. But I understand, like, if you send a text and as you press send, someone's read it and they're replying to you. Fair enough. Like,
But I prefer that because I'm like, oh, they're actually living like. I'd see me. If someone texts me, I'll text them back. I'm not doing anything.
yeah, no. See, no. If I'm sitting there free, I will reply. But it's just people. You all day, every day, they take like hours, 2
No.
hours. Nah.
No.
Nah.
Like what are you doing?
Nah.
Like, what are you actually doing? Like,
even see if you know you're going to have a busy day, just tell them. Oh, I'm going to be busy. My
Yeah.
replies will be.
or like, yeah, sorry
Bit
about my
longer,
replies.
whatever.
I'm working. Or sorry about my replies.
Yeah.
I don't know. I work long shifts. I don't have my phone on me. And I'll reply sporadically. But like most of the time, folk know I'm working.
Yeah.
Or I'll say like, but I'll always make an effort because I think someone might be waiting about.
Yeah.
Do you know?
But it's like, if say I'm working, I've got like 5 PT sessions, I'm literally hour to hour, so I don't get time. But if I finish like 3 or 4 minutes earlier, if they've sent a message or whatever, I'll just take a minute and say I'm busy, you know, like, I'll
Yeah.
reply properly when I'm done, like, just let them know, because that way they might think, oh, well, why are they not replying, blah,
Yeah.
blah, like,
I do the same thing as well. Like, see if I know I can't reply my full. This is going to sound weird, but like, I can't reply my full potential in the time. So say
Yeah.
like, my friend's got a problem, they text me, and I'm like, oh well, I'm driving home from somewhere. I'll text you when I'm home, and
Yeah.
I've got time to actually think about all my replies.
yeah,
Because I think as well, like, even if you are busy, I try not to just give shit replies either. Like, I'd rather
No,
actually have a
no.
conversation with someone than like just text them for the sake of it.
yeah, no, that's what I was going to say, that was actually another question I was going to ask, but I'll ask it in a minute, so,
But no, I can't be arsed with the whole like hard. I get the whole chase thing. Like, I get the chase is fun.
yeah.
It's fun. Like for a wee bit, you're like, oh, are they going to text me back? Oh.
Yeah, I think at the start,
And, like-
fair enough, like, you don't want to be like instant reply,
Yeah.
but just
Just,
I don't get it,
I can't
especially
be
like if you're in
bothered.
a relationship with someone, you're still being like that, then
Nah, what's the
sort
point?
yourself out, mate. That is what I'm saying. Sort yourself out.
Like what? Like
Just-
what makes you think you're that important?
Yeah.
See if I'm being honest. Like what
I-
makes you think you're that important?
I think one of the most important things is like communication and like just being honest. Like,
I think that in any type of relationship, in any like friendship,
friendships,
relationship,
yeah.
like you. Sorry.
yeah, it's important. What are you laughing at?
My eyes are running.
A lot of laughing.
No,
Happy tears.
I think it's just... sorry, right.
Professional.
Right, I'm trying to get myself together. Do you know what, when you start laughing you just can't stop?
Yeah. Happened to me all week.
Okay, sorry. I did that voice.
Oh,
sorry.
sorry.
Oh, sorry, you're right. Anyway, yeah, I think just be yourself. Like, why are you trying to be something you're not? It's not as if people walk about their whole life like playing hard to get. They're not like that all the time, and that's what's more confusing is when they're 1 minute they're like that and then they're not like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, don't turn it on and off. Just keep it like.
Just be consistent.
Just be consistent
Either
with who you
don't
are.
answer
Be
me.
you.
Either-
Stop like.
Yeah, see if you don't want to speak to someone, don't speak to them. Don't just
No.
keep dragging them on and dragging them on. And
No, that's cruel.
Or even if you do want to speak to them, you still like. I just don't know. I don't
Just
get
give
it.
communication the whole way through.
Be honest. And
I think playing hard to get, yeah, but like, what are actually your intentions? Can you be fucked? Can you not be fucked? Let's just get to the point.
And another thing, like, just even not even just like replying stuff. See if you're in a relationship and you're keeping back like big things like. I'm trying to think like a big thing you'd want to know about someone before you went in a relationship with them. So like maybe actually, so say I was going to go into a relationship with someone and then say I was going out with them for like 2 or 3 weeks or 2 or 3 months, whatever, and then they say, by the way, I've cheated in every single last relationship. Like,
Fuck.
but yeah, like, well, fuck, what's the odds it's me next then? Like,
why
stuff
would
like
you
that.
tell me that?
Yeah, but then again, I don't understand, but I can see why they don't want to, because then it's instantly like, well, I'm not giving you a chance.
That's like an off-putting factor
Yeah.
about yourself.
But then again, don't cheat.
Yeah.
It's not hard, really. Just don't.
I think.
It's just don't cheat. I don't get that. Yeah, that
Don't-
is probably
don't
the
do
most disrespectful thing.
That is a bit
going.
mad, by
You
the
know how
way.
shit you'd feel if that. It's never happened to me. Do you know how bad I can imagine you'd feel? Like, see the thought of that. That's like, that is poor.
Yeah, it's not.
Could I use the much worse word?
It's not good.
That is poor performance.
It's not good. No, it's not. No.
Okay.
I agree.
And then what was I going to say? I can't remember.
You had like an add-on one from that, like the
yeah,
chase.
but I can't remember.
No.
Yeah, mine's
You not got
blank.
it written down?
No. It was in my head. I was thinking about it, but I didn't write it
Said
down.
it.
You can go again.
I don't know if I've got any more.
If not, then I've got a topper.
What was that noise? I just.
You can frog.
No, I've not really got any now.
Okay.
Actually, I do. Someone asked for fashion advice,
Well,
which I think is such a wide variety
is.
of topics.
I mean, I'm not really wanting to come.
But do you know what I think recently? I think changing it up, because you've changed it up recently.
Wee bit.
Mhm.
Not too
I
much.
think, do you know what's fun, like, especially during like COVID and stuff, and you're obviously not getting out as much, or like when you do go out,
Be more
I think
bold.
like what, like, go for something you wouldn't normally
Yeah.
go for, because what's the worst that's going to happen? You wear it and somebody goes, oh, I don't like that.
Yeah, who cares? You
Like,
didn't impress you.
I've wore a lot of stuff I wouldn't normally wear,
Yeah.
just because I like it. So I think, spice it up.
Yeah.
That's all
I
I've
feel
really
like I
got
was
to
going to
say.
say
on
something
that.
again with that. My mind is gone. I'm working on 3 hours
You're
sleep.
all
I'm not
over
going
the
to lie.
shop, mate.
Yeah, I'm a mess.
It's mad, damn it.
What were you talking about there?
Back
Fashion.
sore for carrying this podcast.
That's so funny. My cheeks are so full laughing at your eggy jokes. mate.
Eggy jokes. Hey, hurry up.
I can't remember something about your fashion.
My
What
fashion.
did I do? I don't know. I don't care. Okay, I'm going to my next one. I'm not a fashion person. I just kind of wear whatever.
You just bought a new tops and joggers.
Yeah, just bought new top and joggers and I think I'm a new man. Still a mess. It's fine, nothing changes.
Still a mess.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. Yeah, had to change my fashion. Do you know why? Because something's not going right. Wait, I can't speak, man.
Something's not
I
going
think,
right.
something, I feel I need a change. Something in my life's just it's mundane.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a mess.
It's
Life's a mess.
It's a
We need to
mess.
switch it up. We need to try some new styles, new
Is
shoes.
this from your new style already, or your past new
Nah,
style?
this is old style. I'm
This
new
is
style now.
the new style that
I'm new
started
Jamie.
last week.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I don't know if it's working, but
Do you know what? I think it's working, mate. It's working for you. I think it's working.
Okay.
Fuck the
anyway,
haters.
we're moving on to the next topic. We've got a good one here. So this is someone requested this again. How do you feel about people doing things on social media for approval of other people? I've got a good bit of wording for this one. Because I don't feel like I'm really one of these people. I don't really... What?
Just trying to think of something. I think. What do you mean? Like people putting
Like,
things
so,
on social media?
The first thing that came to mind when I seen this was, I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. There's websites now that you can like pay for shoes monthly or t-shirts monthly. So someone's got to buy a pair of shoes that they definitely can't afford to wear on a night out, or to put a photo on social media to impress other people that don't really care.
Right.
And they don't really actually want to buy these shoes. They just want to have that, so they've got a bit of...
They're doing it for a show.
Yeah.
So like superficial.
Yeah, because you know people, like, especially people that I know that have probably done this, and you just think, I know you don't earn that kind of money to be buying these clothes. Like, who's buying? Like, I just understand, why would you buy a £400 top or something that's just black with a wee logo on it? It's got ASOS, £8.
Just got ASOS.
£8, get a wee logo yourself.
10%. Junior's code Jamie at checkout.
It's not even like being tight, but I understand if you want to treat yourself and buy a nice top or whatever, but don't pay it monthly. I just don't get that.
That's the thing, like, it could be like that's their general style anyway, and that's what they like, and maybe that's the only way they can afford it. But then I get what you mean, like, people are putting things on so that other people can be like,
but
oh my god, he wore that top next Tuesday.
If you actually do really like the clothes, then go for it. Like, I can understand that.
But save up for them and pay them.
Yeah, that, or if someone doesn't actually really like the clothes, but
you can tell they're just doing it.
Yeah, they're trying to do it just to impress people who do, or just for like a bit of, as I said, like approval. Yeah,
I do think like social media is the maddest platform.
I hate social media.
That was actually one of my topics. It might be next week. I think social media is mad. Everyone puts things on that they want people to see. They want like this certain. I know I do it. Like, I put an Instagram picture up because I think, you know what, that makes me feel confident. I feel better. Maybe someone will say I look nice. I know it's pure dead and like fishing.
It's like serotonin.
Yeah,
that is. Like,
but that's what it is.
It's weird because I don't know. I've not watched it, but it's like the new Netflix thing about.
Yeah,
like,
I've not watched it either.
I don't know what it's called, but it's like just everything in your phone is done the way it is, so you keep going back and you're addicted to it. You go back in your phone, which obviously is smart by them, but it actually pure ruins life. Like,
that's what Instagram is. Like, you go back because you think, oh, like,
so I'm not going to lie, the podcast thing, like, we put it up obviously, and I must have checked it about 100 times, like, more just for the first time obviously to see how it does and stuff, but you do find that even every social media like app, like, you go back, you refresh it, see if obviously if you upload a photo, see who's liked it, see who's commented. But
I think it's like, it's mad because you know, like, on social media what does well and what doesn't do well. Like, and that's what's like fucked. Like, you can put, like, I can put a picture on social media and I know exactly what the way I need to look, what I need to wear, like, to get more likes. Yeah. And like, for instance as well, like with our podcast, when I put it up, and I knew for a fact, I was like, I'm not like tooting our own horn here, but I think it's bold. Like, it is quite hard. It's hard to do.
Even like the first time when you're sitting here and we're sitting for like 5-10 minutes before it, just laughing, like, how do you start this? And then it's like, obviously the first like minute or two is kind of but
and then obviously the more we post about it as well, the more you're like, oh god, are people going to think this? Are people going to think, oh, they're so annoying?
But that's what I was going to say.
Stop posting it.
So we had like 400 and something views. That's like a wee small restaurant. That's like us two sitting at the front of a restaurant, maybe a bigger restaurant. I don't know how big this restaurant is.
That restaurant does like 40 in a night, mate.
A big restaurant, then like I don't know, but that's like us two sitting at the front of a restaurant in a car. And just everyone just sitting looking at us and like, what the fuck is going on? That's like nearly
the capacity of the
gym.
That's
like a Justin Bieber concert.
Isn't it, mate?
A small Justin Bieber. The queue when you're like an hour late. It's fine. We'll take that.
It's maybe like Jelly Thursdays.
Don't exist anymore, mate.
Oh.
No. But it's crazy. What were we even talking about there? Social media?
Social media, yeah. And like,
if I didn't have the job I had, I don't think I'd use it. I wouldn't post much. But I feel like I
love
it.
Know. I do love it, and I think it's a good way. I think it's a good way to promote businesses and like.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's good for that. Like, if you're promoting your business and.
Like, a lot of my friends will see something on Instagram and we'll go, oh, we'll go there because it looks nice, or like someone posted about it, like, oh, that's cool, we'll go. I think it's good for stuff like that, but it's very, very toxic. Yeah. Yeah. Which
is another thing I've got.
You got that as well?
Yeah, comparing yourself on social media.
Mate, that was mine. But mine's was comparing. So I think I've struggled with a lot recently is where I should be for my age. Yeah. So I'm 22, and where I, like, when you look on social media what people are doing with their lives, where do you like? I can't get it out.
So speak.
Like, do you struggle where you think you're supposed to be to where you are? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I know there is nowhere you're supposed to be and you can literally do whatever you want whenever you want, and there's actually no social structure of where you're supposed to be in your life.
Yeah, I just
but
feel
does social media not make you feel like there is?
Yeah, yeah. Like there's people that are like years younger than me doing the same thing as me, earning hundreds of thousands, millions, and like you feel like what do I not do that they do? But it's just pure luck. It's just so much just like you can't control when it comes to stuff like that. But see, I don't feel like I'm too bad for it. I don't really compare. I feel like I do okay for where I am and my age and stuff. I could obviously be doing a lot better, but I could be a lot worse. So like just I'm happy where I am.
I think it's hard like when you're constantly, especially like when we said last time, like when we were in isolation and stuff, like you're constantly on your phone and you're constantly thinking like, oh, where should I be? Like, so me, I'm 22, I'm single.
That's not old at all, but
living with
that is
my mum
literally
and
a few
dad
months older than
again.
me.
Don't have a grad job. And I think that I'm quite hard on myself, and I'm like, why have I not got all these things? Like, but you don't need to have all these things. You don't need to be in a relationship at 22.
Yeah.
You don't need to have a grad job. Like,
So
there's people still at uni. There's people
I know that are like 30 that are just starting college and stuff, like, and that's like good on them. I respect
it's
that.
It's so hard.
If you're like, especially when you're like 16, 17, you're meant to choose what you want to do with your life when you go to college or finishing school. Like you could do that and realise after you've done your course that no way, I don't want, like, you don't want to do that, you don't enjoy it. So like fair play to people that are like older, go to college, uni, or just totally switch their key of their life, move country, stuff like that. It takes a lot to do that.
I got halfway through my degree and thought, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
I've done 3 years and I don't want to do this anymore. And it was a moment, and it's like, oh, like what do you do? Like how do you tell people? Like, I know it's not serious, but like I really struggled to go and say to my mum and dad, like, I don't want to do this anymore. You have helped pay for me to live in Galashiels for 3 years, and nah, I'm patched. I
know that was like my first year of college. We were doing like an anatomy test, and I remember I failed the test once. In my head I was like, I said I failed. I can't become a Peter. I'm going to get
what
chucked
am I
out.
going to do?
I remember I was standing and working. I got the email through that I'd failed it for the second time. I was like, that's me. I'm done in the fitness. Like, what am I going to do?
What do you would have done?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Funny.
This case, I thought that like my life just flashed. I was like, it's my hopes and dreams gone. I don't know what I'll do now. But yeah, got through it somehow.
Oh no, I just took some time off uni, and went back a year later. It's not that deep.
It's only a year.
It's hard, but it's like
I find your cell year.
Something else.
What a finding your cell year.
I'm tired of working on myself. Surely there's
Done
nothing else to work on.
I should be perfect by now. Should be perfect.
I was feeling that was that last week or last week? They all merged into one. When I was doing that, I was like, I always do the thing where I'm like, I'm going to take some time off Tinder and dating apps, and I'm going to work on myself. No, that is every week. I'm going to work on myself.
It's this is the month. This is it.
And then
this is the month it changes.
I spent all this.
And you're like, next week.
I spent all this time working on myself, and I don't get any better. What's the point?
I think you do, but like you won't notice it, but I think other people definitely do. Which again, that's for the end of this so episode. Funny. You get a wee bit. I've got a good topic.
That's all the questions I've got left for you. So your mind's went that in depth.
Can I spoke about all mine?
You had a lot more people ask. You have a lot more fans than me.
Well, I've got the fitness ones.
Okay.
So I've had people ask fitness stuff. The main goal wasn't really talking about it, but people want to obviously hear about it, then go for it. But you said you had some.
Yeah. You want to ask me because I'm the PT, or?
Yeah. You think so sometimes.
You ask me.
You think you're the PT? So.
The one I had was on Snapchat. It was, how do you maintain weight loss, and tips to maintain weight loss.
What do you mean, like how do you keep losing weight?
Keep losing weight, or like keep the weight you've lost off.
It's just like lifestyle changes. Like you can't go, say a guy or a girl goes from having like so much calories, like massive portion sizes, doesn't exercise at all, like less than 1,000 steps a day, office job, and then they go from that to obviously starting to make small changes, like smaller portions, being more active, going to the gym even once or twice a week, doing a class, whatever you enjoy in the gym, or not even in the gym, just going a walk or whatever. And then what was the other one? Like your calories, like obviously the main thing is like how much you're eating. Like your calories are, people think, I can't eat carbs to lose weight. Like you can eat whatever carbs you want, as long as your calories are under your maintenance weight, then you will notice weight loss. It might be, you might lose, you're always going to lose a tiny bit of muscle, you're always going to lose preferably mostly fat, and obviously you just want to do your best to exercise and make sure you try to either keep as much muscle that you've got on you, or even if, in some cases for people that are just starting exercise in the gym, they'll build muscle and lose fat at the same time, but obviously you're not going to get that forever, so that'll be like the first month or two at a push. But to maintain, obviously, just make sure, don't just guess what you're doing. I would actually get help. Like, obviously I'm not just saying it because I'm a PT, but literally anyone, like any
at
PT,
you take a PT.
no, literally at anyone, like I'm pretty sure most PTs would probably help you for free anyway. Like, if you just want help with your food, if someone's going to charge you for it, then fuck that. Yeah, it literally takes no time at all, and you'll be able to do it yourself as well. But if you're not really sure and you want help, then I would get help. But just make sure, like, if you're looking to lose weight and you start to lose a wee bit of weight, just don't change anything. If you're losing weight, stick to what you're doing until it stops. Once it stops, then start making small changes again, like being more active, like doing more steps, taking a wee bit of calories off, doing extra workouts, like being more intense, doing more volume, stuff like that. And then if you do notice, like after, because your weight's always going to fluctuate, it's never going to just be like a downwards thing, it's going to go down, up, down, but as long as over a long time it's kind of going mainly down, obviously, then you should be fine.
I think as well, the thing that I learned is, like, it's not like, don't think of it as like a diet, like don't think of it as like a lifestyle,
because your diet's literally what you, like, my diet just now, it's not like I'm on a diet, like I'm not,
grenade bars.
Yeah, grenade bars and that's it. No, because people will be like, oh, I'm going on a diet, but you're already on a diet.
Or like what diet are you doing?
Yeah, and it's like your diet's just what you eat. Like that is just, everyone's got a diet, so it's just like improving your diet, making it healthier, like
don't restrict
changes.
yourself, like
no, don't see,
because then you're gonna fuck it up.
It's a mess. I've had like people try and go like cold turkey and stuff, so like
chicken nuggets. I love chicken nuggets.
People go from like having alcohol at the weekends, a wee bit of chocolate, nice meals with their family, going out to restaurants, stuff, cut it all out, it'll be amazing for a week or two, and then they think relapse time, and they'll just smash it, like as much of it as they can, alcohol, drink, chocolate, and then they'll just go straight back to square one, if not worse, and then they'll lose motivation and they'll stop. So it's literally just, main thing I can recommend is just small tiny changes at a time, and then that'll make the biggest difference. And that's it.
And that's my laughing fit again.
And then what other one did you have to jam more?
No, I just had the one. Do you want me to ask them? You got more fun stuff on
I want to get two. So another one I got was like, I feel like it's, there is guys that feel this way, but I feel like it is a lot of girls, like, feel motivated in the gym, especially in like the free weights and fixed weights area. I mean, when I first started, I was the same. I was like, I'm not going near the free weights. I have no idea what to do. But literally, the more you go and just force yourself to go round, even if you just start in like machines that are quiet or go when it is quiet, you'll get confidence using the equipment. Because I know a lot of people think, I don't know how to use it, I'm not going near it, I don't want to make a mess of it, and then everyone laughs, which no one is going to, like.
No one's watching you.
Even if you're on a machine and you're doing it wrong and someone laughs, then they're a dickhead. They should be helping you. Like, there's been people that I've seen doing something wrong and like there's no point in laughing, like they're trying to improve themselves, try to like better themselves, so just go and help them, make it a better experience for them. And then again, always an option, you can get like a gym induction and stuff, which should be obviously free in the gym that you go to, and they can obviously take you around all the equipment, make sure you're comfortable with it, and that way you can as well get like a program, a PT, or you can find them on the internet. I wouldn't recommend getting just a random one, but even just pay for one.
They're not even that expensive, like they're generally not.
No.
I also think as well, like if you're struggling and you're like, oh, I don't feel confident, ask a friend to go, like.
Yeah, exactly. Take a friend, one or two friends.
I go with multiple different people. Because I just think, if, like, say you're not feeling it that day and you're like, oh, I can't really be bothered and I know I'm going to go in there and I'm not going to feel very good and everyone's going to be looking at me, take a friend and they'll distract you, you'll not even think that you're there.
Yeah, exactly. Just have a laugh, put some earphones in.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a pure serious experience. Even if you go for 10 minutes, you still went for 10 minutes. It's not as if you didn't go at all, like, it's not that deep in a way. But I know it is a hard thing for a lot of people, but I think just take it as it comes.
It's just, you need to push yourself out of your comfort zone. Like, you'll be easy, just go up to a treadmill, walk for an hour, leave, but I can promise you it's not fun compared to other stuff you can do in the gym. Like, people think in their head the gym's, like, the weight bits is just for pure big muscly guys or people that are huge, but everyone can use it. There's old people, young people, males, females, heavier people, skinnier people, everyone can use it. Just do your own thing, who cares? I think that kind of covers that. And then the last one is just keep your workouts like fun and motivation. So motivation, it does not last. Like, you'll get wee like blimps of motivation that'll last like a week or two. I think especially after lockdown, everyone was like, I'm going to hammer the gym, going to get in my best shape ever. And it lasts like a week or two.
I was a week and then I was like, I don't want to ever go back there.
Yeah, I feel like, it's hard because you need to set goals, like you need to have goals to hit or you're not going to
get
keep
Anaconda
going.
on, it's a good song.
That'd be was it BMT? BTS?
BMT? You're about dyslexic as me, mate.
That's a Subway menu. Oh no. What was I saying there? BMT. It's not even close. It's like a mix of BLT and BTS. What was I saying?
Have fun.
Motivation, goals. So have like a short-term goal. So one you want to have like, or something you want to see an improvement on like day to day or week to week. Then have like a kind of medium, which is like every say month, 2-3 months. And then you want a longer one that's like a year or two. What do you kind of want to have? Obviously your small short-term one, you're going to try and hit that each week. That's going to give you, I guess that kind of gives you motivation to keep coming back. Like, I want to beat myself from last week. Obviously, which is good when you have a program written for you, so that way you can say, well, I done like a squat. I was squatting say like 20 kilograms for 10 reps. Next week try and do 20 kilograms for 12, and then just keep improving. Then up the weight, down 10 again.
Yeah. Have
shorter rest times, things like that. Just anything that you can do that makes you better than you were last week.
Even like if you want to keep it fun, try like going to another gym.
Yeah.
Or like
just a change of scenery.
Wait, I know this sounds stupid, but like getting a new top for the gym, or like doing something like that, or even like, and I'm not plugging him again, but like even if you like a PT for a week or like
a funny one,
an hour, or proper like changes your perspective on the gym, and you think, alright, okay, now I've got all this knowledge that I can go and do it myself.
Yeah.
It's not as if you have to. Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure you've been in the gym with people, you probably helped them with stuff that they don't know
definitely.
At all about. So it's a good thing to do. And then obviously keep your workouts fun. If you want to notice like the most progress, it sounds boring, but it's true, like you have to stick to something. So I'd even get a program for like 4 weeks or so. Choose exercises you like. There's no point in sticking in burpees and squat jumps and
unless
horrible
you like
exercises.
it,
I mean, if you're crazy and you like them, then don't
you
speak to me.
must be.
Yeah, done. Tapped in the head. But,
brother's gone. Brother is done.
Just choose exercises you enjoy the most, and then again, just stick to it for 4 weeks or so. And just keep progressing. If you start to get bored of them, obviously you want to just keep stimulating your body with different exercises. Like you don't want to just stick to the same thing, doing the same reps, same sets. That way you're not going to progress. So after 4 to 6 weeks, just get a new one. Get new exercises you enjoy. Just keep rotating around, so you don't. I mean, I've never stuck to the same program for more than like a month or two. Just keep switching it.
I'm the same. Usually, like 6-8 weeks is enough, and then you're like,
4
is enough.
I think 4. Yeah, I think 4 is like the sweet spot, and then you can switch up. But hopefully that answers that. Again, if anyone needs any other help, just message me.
Yeah, I'm actually 4 weeks on my program now. If you want to whip that up.
Nah, just keep that the same for another month.
Next.
So. You want to do the last thing? Because we're on. Like,
I was going to say, surely we're needing them.
So, again, one positive about your week and one thing you want to improve upon next, because this is a good one.
Oh, positive. Has this week been positive?
No, I'm saying, I'll tell you, do you want me to go first?
Go. He's ready to go.
I would say there's not a lot of positivity this week.
Do you know what though?
But you can't have a good week every week.
No.
So this week has been a strange one. But
not had a great time.
Yeah, been worse. But it's not been the best. And then my negative one I want to improve upon, I want to be more selfish. That's it, I've said it.
That's a good
I've
one.
Said that.
That's a very good one for you.
Because I feel like, I seen a photo it must have been weeks ago, and it's like a few batteries, and it's this one battery, they're all everyone else's wee battery's low, and this guy's full. You give everyone else your charge power, whatever you call it, and then you're the one that feels shit. Everyone else is feeling better, and then it's you're left.
My friend said actually once that you're
either
like a radiator or a drain. You either like it sounds stupid, radiate positivity to everyone else, or you drain positivity from people. And I think it's quite brutal to be honest, but I think it's true.
I think we need to be lampposts.
Lampposts.
You radiate a bit of light when it has to be done.
When it's dark outside.
When it's dark, you give a bit of light. When it's dark, you give light. When it's bright, you do yourself. Don't worry about it. You turn off. You recharge. That is the best.
That's mad.
That is so funny. I am genius.
Merch coming soon.
Merch coming soon. You're a lamppost, not a stank. Red rain.
No,
whatever.
stank. Stanky like.
Stanky like.
Okay.
Nah, that was definitely mine. I think I just need to be more selfish and.
I think you do. I think I think we're both very guilty of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd say my positive this week is the response that we got from this.
That's true. Yeah. To be fair, thanks.
Because we were out a walk the other night and someone said to us, "Why did you not say your positive was?" Like
the
actually
podcast.
having the balls to do the podcast and actually doing something, put yourself at your comfort zone. Like, why was that not a positive moment? And we were like, oh,
didn't even think of it. Because we were doing it at the time, but it hadn't happened yet.
We did not have the intention. Well, we did have the intention of posting it, but like we were going to watch it, and if it was shit, we weren't doing it.
Yeah.
We were just going to save it, and that was it.
Yeah.
We'd try again another
time.
maybe.
Laugh at ourselves.
But I think I'd say my positive is that, and like the response and how much like I've noticed that we can actually make a difference. But we're not. I'm not.
Yeah. But I didn't realise how much people would actually relate.
Yeah,
I knew maybe one or two people
did,
but we actually had a lot of responses like, "Oh, that means a lot." Like, because some people don't want to speak about some of these topics with their pals, so they're like, "Oh, that's nice to hear."
Yeah.
Obviously, that you feel the same.
Yeah, and we're always open if anyone needs to speak about anything.
Yeah,
as well.
I mean,
Feel free to DM.
Again, that's like, you can always message. But if I see, there's been a few people I've done it with, but if I see people kind of on, especially Twitter's kind of main thing, you see them liking stuff that's quite like sad or like depressing, I just message them. Like,
yeah.
If they're feeling shit, then they might not. It might be weird to them, but I'll do it anyway because I'd rather be the one that was like.
You'd rather know someone cared.
Yeah, not even that. Like, I'd be rather known as the weird guy that messages someone's okay than the guy that just
the weird guy.
Yeah, the weird guy. But it's like you don't know anyone at all, especially like what's wrong with you or whatever. Like, don't say that. But what's wrong?
What is wrong with you?
Why are you not happy?
You okay?
Yeah. But it's just like a message can go a long way.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially if the person, you don't know what their situation is. I mean, lost their pals or whatever, or don't want to speak to their family, so
definitely
just do a good thing per day.
What was the other bit? The one thing you want to work on next week? I'd say mine's is similar. If I don't want to do something, I'm not going to do it.
I'm pretty sure you said this last week.
I know. I did a lot of things I didn't want to do. And I already know my week next week is filled with shit I do not want to do.
That is true. That is true.
But
is true.
I think I'm gonna. Yeah, I think I'm gonna like. I actually did give myself more time. Like, you know, I said I was gonna. I sat in last night and I watched Netflix myself, and that's what I wanted to do.
Good.
But yeah, I think I'm gonna like put myself out there more. Like, not care what people think. And that's it, really. Not really got anything else to say. I'm all out.
Enough.
Got a really dry mouth.
No, I feel that's another good episode.
Yeah.
I feel like we had a good laugh. I mean, I think the pissing on me was kind of my worst bit, but
that was funny.
That's funny.
No, I think there was a lot of good topics. We also waffle a lot, don't we?
Yeah, wasn't that much.
There was
bits
where I was like, I don't even know what you're saying.
I forgot the main topics for half it.
I know.
We went from talking about like music to people grunting in the gym.
I think it's because we feel a lot more confident this week. Like last week, we did not feel confident at all.
Really
not that we're confident anyway, but like
at least we know people are watching it.
We don't feel as awkward. Like the start of last week was dead because we were like,
It's just we didn't really know the response.
I know it's a long
good
one.
response.
We just can't shut up.
We can't. So it's getting to an hour. So I think that's probably a good time to stop. So
okay, cool.
Yeah, that was a good one. So again, same as before. If you have any like questions or anything you want to talk about, I'm pretty sure we'll do well to think about some topics ourselves anyway. But
feel free to give us a message.
Yeah, and again, if you enjoyed it, let us know. Give us a message. So we can
comment. Let us know what you think.
Yeah, and just let us know what parts you enjoy, like us taking the piss at ourselves or like actual relatable topics. Again,
I actually noticed that one of your topics down there didn't have a part on it, and you've added it to it.
What?
Flick a page. No, flick a page again. That one only has one word there.
Yeah, but then I remember.
You put me under the bus.
But then I remember Jim had one tattoo. Didn't know why that was.
I noticed I clocked halfway through and I thought, oh, that's it. He's literally trying to throw me under the bus. But it's fine.
Tattoos.
It's fine.
Listen, you need to spice it up a bit.
You do. Anyway,
funny.
See you next week, baby.
Yeah, well, that was good. Again, give us a message or whatever.
Let us know.
And if you want, you can share it if you actually enjoy it that much. It might help someone else. But if not, fair enough. Don't blame you. But thank you.
Thank you.
See ya.